Hi, my name is Karen Hennessy. I'm with Women in Sport WA. It's the t-shirt. This is our third athlete interview for a Road to Tokyo section that we were doing, and we're lucky enough to interview Robyn Lambird. Is it Lambird or Lambird?
Lambird, yeah.
Lambird, got it right. And Robyn is one of our Paralympian athletes, and she heads off to Tokyo in 20 days.
Pretty soon, yeah, around about then.
So how does it feel?
Oh, it feels incredible. It still feels like a bit of a dream, to be fair. Like, it's been such a long campaign, especially with the postponement due to COVID and stuff. It just feels unreal that it's finally happening.
Now, we first met around a year ago, I think it was. I started following you guys through Danny's Kinetic Squad. She was just putting up everything and anything and tagging, he's awesome. He loves his girls. And then we went to do a sort of role model. We were giving a card out to Emily, and Emily's mom told me that you were her role model and her idol. Now, tell us about being a role model for young Emily and how that feels.
Oh, it's awesome. Emily's just such a cool kid. Like, any time that I get to spend with her, it's just always a fun time. We met quite a few years ago now. We have the same physiotherapist, or did back then. And Emily was just sort of coming into her own with her disability and whatnot. So the physio asked me to, if I could sort of meet up with her and have a bit of a chat. And Jen sort of stalked me on social media.
I love social media stalkers.
Such a stalker. But yeah, we've just been like real good friends ever since, and Jen's awesome, and just love being a part of their journey, to be honest.
Yeah, and then there's also Reese.
Yeah, Reese is a little legend too. Definitely a sportswoman in her own right.
Yeah. So let's go back to you. Now, what's your disability, first of all, Robyn?
So I have cerebral palsy. I was born with that. Yeah. So it just sort of affects my balance and my coordination and things like that.
And what was life like as a young girl growing up for you, if that's okay?
Oh, look, I grew up in the northeast of England, so it was a little bit rough. Just anyone that's different in that part of the country sort of has a bit of a rough time. But moved to Australia when I was 9, and since then it's been awesome.
And did you move straight to Perth?
Yeah. My dad got a job in the police over here, so we emigrated when they were hiring everyone from England. And then
I think they're still doing that. Well, maybe not during COVID because nobody's allowed in.
True.
But so, and what was it like? What was school like here then?
It was wicked. I think, they sort of talk about the Aussie attitude of everyone getting a go, and I think it's true. As soon as we moved here, I just felt way more comfortable in myself, and it just seemed like there was a lot more opportunity for me and my family here. So it was really awesome.
Yeah. Now, when did you get into sport?
I had a huge operation when I was about 12. I had all the tendons lengthened in my legs and bone grafts and all kinds of things. And through that, sort of just was a little bit socially isolated and got a bit unfit because I couldn't really move around too much for quite a few months. And my dad was actually working with one of our Paralympians' mums, Amber Merritt, who's arguably one of the best wheelchair basketballers in the world. So she asked me to come down and give basketball a go. And I did, and sort of really enjoyed the community around disability sports, but it wasn't really the sport for me. And then since then, got into wheelchair rugby and then athletics.
That's interesting because I watched something the other day. I think it was the interview we did with you and Emily, and you were talking about the wheelchair rugby, and we were saying how much you loved the rugby, how different it was to the athletics.
Yeah, athletics is a purely sort of personal pursuit, Obviously there is the athletics team, but it's really about you and what you put in. Whereas rugby is just a whole different ball game. It's really a team sport, and very fast paced, and yeah, it's just two different kettle of fish.
And a lot of contact. The wheelchair rugby looks like there could be a lot of contact around.
Yeah, a lot of contact. Yeah, I mean, my dad's an ex-professional fighter, so I don't know if kind of runs in my blood to like a bit of contact, but yeah.
Say so. And what about mom? What does mom get up to?
Mom, she works as a contract administrator, but yeah, she just enjoys sort of being outdoors and hiking and all those kinds of things. Yeah.
Okay, so you decided to give athletics a go from basketball into athletics. And when you first decided to do that, what was the setup like for you?
So I went to a come and try day mainly to support what is now Rebound WA. So they're the non-for-profit that facilitates a lot of wheelchair sports in WA.
They're up in Mirrabooka, aren't they?
Yeah, up in Mirrabooka. So I really just went along to support them and to get some people, down to the come and try day. I didn't really expect anything to sort of come of it. And then I jumped in a chair, and Blanche, who's still my coach today, sort of saw me in a chair and said that I had some natural potential in there, and there was possibility to qualify for the Paralympics and stuff. So it's just been a whirlwind ever since.
Were you given this carrot? Were you given the Paralympics carrot?
Too much, yeah. I mean, it's funny, like, especially in disability sport, there's always a pretty clear pathway towards the Paralympics that's sort of shown to you. And yeah, it was pretty much the goal from that point, was to get to the Paralympics.
Now we'll talk a little bit more about Paralympics or but and then I want to talk to you about a few other different things that you're sort of what do you call it? I love the Moodie Body. Is it the Moodie Body stuff?
Modi Bodi, yeah.
Modi Bodi. I love that. And I want to talk to you about that for a reason, because my daughter is like 10 and she's getting to this age,
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that. And then the other thing is your social media account is pretty big.
Yeah, it's getting there.
So you're pretty much an influencer.
I don't know about that.
No, I would think so, Robyn. And you're a model.
Yeah.
So you're an all-rounder, like from all angles.
Yeah, I mean, any opportunity to sort of, be a role model for my community, I'll take it. So yeah. Any
tips on the social media? I like to think I'm a bit of an influencer myself.
Just post and keep posting until finally something clicks.
Like everybody says, don't post too much on Instagram. Is that true?
I don't know. There's a lot of different schools of thought, but I think if you're giving something to your audience that they're interested in, then post away.
Yeah. Okay, let's leave that go back to the serious stuff for a second, and then we'll have fun with that in a minute. Paul, you can edit all this stuff properly. Jumping all over the place. Okay, so you went to the come try day, and you were given this carrot, but how do you get from the come try to the Olympics, to the Paralympics?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, my coach said I had some potential. I'll look back on footage of those days and I don't know what the hell she saw in me because it's rough to watch. But I mean, it was a pretty quick path, really, sort of competing at like nationals and things like that, and then going on yearly trips to Switzerland to compete in the Swiss Grand Prix, which is sort of the biggest event in wheelchair racing every year outside of obviously world champs and Paralympics. And then just sort of, climbing my way up the world rankings over the last 6 years, and now sort of sitting within the top 5 in the world and making Paralympic qualification.
Wow, that's awesome. So when did you make the qualification? When did you get your tickets? you know, those tickets?
I got my ticket just recently, so the team has only just been announced, the full team, but I made the qualifying times last year, so.
Oh, did you? Oh,
yeah.
So you kept us all in suspense.
Yeah, well, they kept me in suspense. I didn't even know if I was.
Oh, they didn't tell you.
Not really.
Because I was like, Danny, where's the list? Who's going? He's like,
yeah, they're like,
I'm not supposed to tell. I better not dob him in, but he didn't tell me anything.
Nothing at all.
No. And so you go over, what distance then are you doing in the
just
wheelchair?
100 meters at this game.
It's 100 meters wheelchair.
Yeah.
And who are your main rivals?
Oh, I mean, look, it's a pretty competitive field in my division. So disability sport is broken up into different classifications based on what disability you have and then the severity of that disability. So my class is T34. And yeah, it's pretty competitive. The two best in the world are both from the UK, Carrie and Hannah. But you know, that third bronze medals could really go to anyone. It's gonna be a battle on the day.
Fingers crossed for Robyn.
Yeah.
That would be awesome. So what is a training session like?
I do sort of 4 to 5 sessions on the track. All sort of different lengths depending on what we're working on at what point in the season. But you know, from your short sprints like your 30s and your 40 meters to some longer stuff like 150s. Yeah, just sort of trying to move as fast as I can, really. And then and then a couple 2 to 3 gym sessions just working on explosive power and strength.
Yeah. Awesome. So are you ready?
I feel like I'm as ready as can be. I'm in pretty good shape at the moment, you know, pushing PBs in training, which is awesome, you know, in the lead up to a game. So
yeah.
And
do you go through WACE then here, or
I've got a scholarship with WACE as part of the athletics team. So
yeah, that's good. Now, can we go on to the other stuff for a moment?
Sure.
Okay. Robyn, I love watching I follow your Instagram account. So I do it as Women of Sport WA, not as Karen Hennessy. My own Instagram account is horrendous. Like I've got like 2 followers. I'm like, hello, do you not know I'm the founder of Women of Sport WA? Sorry. I keep getting given out to stop talking about yourself, talk about the person you're interviewing. All right. So when did your account start getting so big?
It's really just in the last sort of couple of years that it's really taken off. And
what do you think is the reason for that? Now, look, I know you're awesome, but
no. I just think there's a lot more awareness around now about disability and why it's important for people with disabilities to sort of be in the media and to be included. And I mean, I think that just helps. And then also, you know, I've recently just got the modeling contract and things like that. So working now more directly with brands to sort of just showcase diversity and disability.
Yeah, and that's awesome. And now let's go talk about the Moodie Body. Is it body or Moodie?
Modi Bodi.
Spelled MODI. Yeah. How did that partnership come about?
Yeah, so that was just through my agency. They sort of, you know, they were a client of my agency, and I think they're really sort of trying to reach out to the disability community. They're creating some really awesome products that are sort of easy to use and accessible.
I saw the ones the other day where you were like,
never on a flash now. No, it's super easy to use, and like especially, you know, if you're in a chair or you know, just having those little adaptions make it a lot easier. So they were awesome, really putting in the work. So
because then I saw your Instagram account, and then I go over to Emily's Instagram account, and she's the same.
Yeah.
She didn't have the flashy one. She was using a different one, I think, you know.
Yeah.
Do they work?
They do. Yeah, surprisingly very good.
Because Olivia Vivian is one of their, this is a massive advertisement, if anyone's listening. She's one of their ambassadors as well. She's upside down doing everything, and she's wearing these pants. Right. Yeah. If anyone's listening in Ireland, because I've got a lot of friends, you have to check these out. They're like pants for your period. And so they just, you don't have to wear anything else. Sorry, Paul. And it's because my daughter has started asking about them. And I've showed them, I think first I saw Emily's, and then I was like, how cool are they for someone like a young girl? And it's to even open up the
really practical, really practical product, I think.
And even to open up the conversations about it,
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So is that how you feel as an ambassador now? I'm talking a lot again.
No, yeah, definitely. I think, there's a lot of companies that sort of say that they want to, have the disability community on board, or just, they want to be diverse in general, but they don't really put in the work to make that happen. And I think Modi Bodi is one of those companies that really has, they already had a great product for so many women, just a really, like I said, a really practical product. And now they've just sort of opened that up to the disability community, which I think is really awesome.
I think it's awesome. Well done, you, and well done, the company. Modi Bodi. Yeah. And well done, Emily, and well done, Olivia Vivian. It's awesome. Now, so you've a few days, 20 days away. Is it 20 days, or am I just pulling that number out of my head?
I leave for Cannes on the 13th and have a little bit of a training camp there, and then off to Tokyo on the 20th. So
yeah. Now, from what is going on at the moment, it just looks like one hell of an experience.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be different. It's what we were expecting, but it's definitely gonna be a lot of fun too. So
different as in you can't mingle too much, or you can't
I think even like compared to the Olympians, we're sort of restricted a little bit more, just because there's a lot of people on the team that could be immunocompromised and things like that.
High risk.
But they've assured us that we're still going to have a good time and be able to sort of rally around our teammates and things. So it's exciting.
That's great. And when you go over, how long are you there for?
I'm there till the 2nd of September.
Yeah.
Not too long. Yeah.
So you're looking forward to it?
Yeah. I'm so ready. So keen.
Is it a dream that you never thought would happen, or because of COVID and because of everything? Or because I sort of felt the last time we talked, you didn't know how you felt about it, but that was like over a year ago.
Yeah. I think, everything always seems worse than it's going to be. I think that the Aussie team and the Paralympic committee have really put in a lot of work to make sure that this can go ahead, and it can go ahead safely, and sort of put all of our doubts sort of at bay. So it's good. Yeah.
Now, at Women in Sport WA, we're looking at doing, I'm going to put you on the spot here. We're looking.
Great.
We can edit it if you don't answer it correctly. Yeah. We're looking at doing ambassadors. So over the next year or two, we're just looking at having different female ambassadors around. Would that be something that might interest you in being involved in?
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to. I think it's such a great thing that you guys are doing. So yeah, I'd love to.
Yeah, you like it, do you?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's wicked.
Yeah. Is there anything more we could do for you, or Emily, or Reese, or
no?
Ella?
I think just keep doing what you're doing. Just keep highlighting Paralympic sport and the great athletes that we have, especially coming out of WA. We really have some amazing talent coming out of WA, so it's awesome.
So there was so many, when everyone was getting announced for the Paralympians, there's badminton players from WA, and a whole load of wheelchair basketballers.
Yeah, definitely.
I was like, oh my God, that's what I find. That's what I find so good about Women in Sport WA with regards to, I personally wouldn't have known about you or any of the girls. And now I sort of feel that we can just give it a little bit of extra from a different angle and find out more, you know?
Yeah. I think that's what the movement needs, you know. Any publicity at this point is publicity.
Lainey Dixon, she's lovely, and she's the other one who said I put up on LinkedIn about role models, and a post like, who was your role model, and she said you were her role model.
Oh, that's so sweet.
You've got a few role models out there. Did you know that?
Yeah. Sure.
And when you come back with that gold, you're gonna have, like, you know, a few more.
Yeah, hopefully that's the goal.
Okay, will we leave it there?
Yeah, sweet, awesome.
Was that okay?
Yeah, that's great, thank you.
I didn't say something I shouldn't have said.
Not at all.
I didn't mention periods, so you know, we might have lost people then.
Quite a few times.
Very important. We have periods and we play sport. We haven't even touched that topic yet.
No, that's the next one for you.
That's in the 3-year strategic plan. I don't think the world could cope with that yet. Women in sport and periods. All right, here, good luck. Thank you so much. Paul's probably going to edit all that bit just there. But if you're looking at the Paralympians, keep an eye out for Robyn. Robyn, is it the same? Is it the first week, second week, or is that how it's done?
I'm on the 27th and 29th. So
okay.
Yeah, I think it's second week.
27th, 29th of August. We'll keep an eye out and we'll share. And when you're over there, if you feel like sending us a video, send us a video.
Will do.
Cool. Okay. Good luck and well done. And I hope your boyfriend doesn't miss you too much.
No, he's definitely gonna.
Yeah.
All right.
Plus, I love the house. It's looking great.
Oh, cheers. Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing a great job. Okay. All right. Bye. Thank you.
Bye.